Good day to you, small group leader. This is Pastor Darrell. I'm coming to you again from the office, just wanting to check in with you and thank you for your faithfulness, your diligence, and your labor with us in the small group ministry. I want to just encourage you just with a few little household chores. Please continue to receive your offerings. We want to make sure that we're able to cover all of the expenses and the budget and so forth in maintaining this ministry. It's been a great time. We're hearing great testimonies, and we want to be able to continue to fund and underwrite those expenses so that we can project into the future for some more things we want to do. Also, please keep up with your reporting. I know it's not always fun. It's one of the most least enjoyable things to do, but we've done everything we can to make it easy for you. Please, when those emails come, just click our group met and update your attendance and send in the roll. Please be careful not to double your numbers. You don't want to say we had 4 people and 4 visitors. You just want to say how many people were there, check those names off, and if you had anyone who's not on your roster, then those are the numbers that you might want to add in the bottom as visitors. All right, this week you should be doing something fun together. You should have a bring-a-dish dinner or a barbecue or a cookout. Hey, one group wants to go bowling together. I think it's a great idea. The idea is to have fellowship and connections, and if you can throw in some food, I think it'll be great. And next week on Sunday, April the 7th, you'll be getting your new DVD for the next sessions. Now I want to talk to you real quickly about maintaining community and building fellowship. I've noticed something that can happen in small groups once people start connecting and meeting together, and once they start fellowshipping a little bit, within just a few weeks, something can happen, and I call it negative talk. You could call it gossip, blaming, or criticism. In fact, I would encourage you as a host, if you have not done so already, jump ahead to day 21 in your devotional. You want to read that devotional information because it talks about the importance of protecting your church. Listen, let me tell you something. The only thing that matters, let's say, for all eternity, the only thing that will last forever is the church. Listen, marriages don't last forever. You might get 50, 60, 70 years. Family doesn't last forever. We are only on this earth for so long, and then we go on our way. Businesses don't last forever. Schools don't last forever. Hey, governments don't even last forever. Banks don't last forever. The only thing that lasts forever, the only institution throughout history that will last forever, is the church. And that's why we really have to fight for it. You know, Jesus said in the Gospels, the gates of hell will not prevail against the church. So it's important for us to understand that we need to fight against any forms of negative speech, any forms of gossip, any type of criticism against leadership, to make sure that we have a continuity and a wholeness and a freshness within our church and within our small groups. Listen to this quote. It's by Dietrich Bonhoeffer, and when you read day 21, you'll see it. He wrote a book called Life Together. He was the great pastor who was persecuted and eventually killed for his faith when he stood against the Nazis back in Nazi Germany. He says, the sooner we give up the illusion that a church must be perfect in order to love it, the sooner we can quit pretending and start admitting that we're all imperfect and we all need grace. This is the beginning of real community. You know, I've been a pastor for a long time, and I've seen a lot of things over the years in my labor and service here in the ministry and in the church. I've actually laid hands on people who were sick, and I've seen them healed. I've actually spent time with people and have had the grace of God upon my life with other individuals to actually cast demons out of people. I've counseled people, spent time with people, I've done funerals, I've done weddings, and let me tell you something. One thing that does more to undermine the work of the church is gossip and criticism. You see, you don't want to allow any forms of gossip or negative communication to come into your small group. Listen to this in 1 Timothy chapter 1, verses 5 through 7. The Message Bible says, the whole point of what we're urging is simply this: love. Love uncontaminated by self-interest, counterfeit faith, a life open to God. Those who fail to keep to this point soon wander off into cul-de-sacs of gossip. They set themselves up as experts on religious issues, but they don't have the remotest idea what they're holding forth or what they're so eloquently speaking about. You know, you don't want to get caught up in any kind of negative talk, negative conversations, any gossip, any fault finding. You know, that's going to create the wrong atmosphere, and people pick up on it, and good quality people, strong people, mature people don't appreciate it. They don't want that type of an environment. They want to grow in the Lord. So as a host, you want to make sure you're aware of this, and that you don't allow anything like that to take place in your fellowships, in any of your outings or your social events, or in your small group. Now listen, this week, love the people in your group. Love them. That's what we're doing. We're loving God and we're loving people. Don't accept or tolerate anything other than an atmosphere of love. Don't accept criticism or gossip at all. Hey, you know, in the United States of America, if you are found in possession of stolen property, even if you didn't steal it, you can still be convicted as though you did. You know, in the church, if you allow gossip and you don't straighten it out and stop it and cut it off, it's as though you're participating in it. So you want to make sure that you don't let those types of things just kind of go on in your small group. So what if somebody starts gossiping or becoming critical? Then a small group host has a responsibility to step up and say, you know what? We don't talk about those kind of things in these groups. In fact, let's talk about something else. And you and I will talk about that in private together later on. You see, once you step up and make a statement like that in a group of people, everybody will understand, well, that's not the environment that we want here, and it will probably never happen again. Everybody will understand, okay, we don't want to talk about people, we don't want to speak critical of the church, we don't want to say anything like that. We just won't go there. Everybody will pick up on it and they'll understand. And also, what you do then is you take a few moments and you pull that person on the side later on after it's all over, and you find out what's bothering them, what's wrong, and then you can call me as the small group pastor, or you can get in touch with any of the other pastors. They may have some concern about some ministry or aspect of the church. Just call us up, talk to us about it, and we'll connect with them and we'll get it resolved. Hey, I want to thank you once again for all your consistency, your commitment, and your faithfulness to the small groups. Let me pray for you. Father, I thank you for our small group hosts. I ask you to bless them. Bless their homes, their families, their marriages. Let the groups this week be filled with love and peace and supernatural connections. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. God bless you.